Hello there, Steveos, and welcome along to this week's episode of the weekly vlog. It is Monday afternoon, and I am currently on the bus as I'm heading off to the cinema to go and see two movies today at the cinema for the afternoon. So I'll tell you about them in just a few moments. So it is Monday evening, by the way, and I never really filmed, did I, whilst I was out and about, so I'll just tell you very quick. I went to the cinema today to go and see two films back to back. First film being The Fantastic Four, The First Steps by Marvel Studios, and the second film being the new Superman film by DC Studios. So two superhero films in one afternoon. So there we go. I have reviewed them on my Letterboxd account, and of course I have spoken about them in my latest episode of the movie wrap up, which you can see right now on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, if you've not yet checked. Oh wow, look how pretty the sky is this morning. Damn. Good morning everyone, Tuesday morning, woken up at 5 AM this morning, got into my work uniform, made my protein shake that is strawberries and banana, and I'm currently walking to work on this Tuesday morning. Just got to work, just about to listen to some music for the next 20 minutes before I start my shift at work on this Tuesday morning. Just got out of work on this Tuesday morning, and now I'm heading off to my support worker's office as I've got a 2-hour session with my support worker for the next 2 hours on this Tuesday morning. While I'm heading up there, I'm going to listen to some music through my Bluetooth headphones through Apple Music on my phone. Tuesday evening, just gone 5 PM on this Tuesday evening, by the way. And something's been delivered to me. So last week in the weekly vlog, in the very long weekly vlog, shall we add, obviously I spoke about me getting a brand new watch, which I've been wearing on my wrist for the last couple of days. And I'll tell you what, right, given the fact that I've had this watch on my wrist since 20 past 11 last night, and I've been having this on my wrist all day without putting it on charge. My battery at the moment is at 52% and it's 11 minutes past 5. So this has gone way over 12 hours of battery, which is great for the Galaxy Watch 8. So I've really been enjoying it. Obviously, there's been a lot of benefits as well. There's been times where I've been sat down for a long period of time, and obviously, you know, it's been telling me that I need to get up and start moving and stuff like that. You know, it did it to me funnily yesterday in the cinema when I was at the cinema watching a film. It said that I've been sat down for too long and I needed to get up and start moving. It did that to me earlier today as well. It said that I've been sat down for too long and I needed to start getting up and moving again, despite the fact that I walked to work this morning and stuff, you know. But your watch still wants you to stay active throughout the day. But anyway, last week in the vlog, in a very, very long weekly vlog, if you did watch all the way to the very end, then you'll know. But obviously, I did say that I was not only just getting the watch, but I was also going to be getting a brand new phone. The phone being the Z Fold 7. Now, obviously, I did pre-order the phone. Obviously, the phone got released on Friday last week, and there was no phone that came out to me, got delivered to me, either before the release date, like the watch did. The watch came out 2 days, or the watch was delivered to me 2 days before the release date on Friday last week. So the phone didn't come to me a couple of days early before the release date, and it didn't come on release date. So there we go. So, however, though, yesterday I did get a message to say that this would be delivered to me within the next few days, within 3 days. Now, look at what I've got right here. Look at what I've got right here. I have a feeling, I have a really, really good positive feeling that what I am holding in my hands right now, without even opening this package, is the Z Fold 7. We're going to find out together. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very gently put this back down on the table, and I'm just going to tear open this, oh my God. I've just seen it. Oh, yes. Oh my God. And then of course on the inside as well, I've just got a packaging slip of what was inside with my details on. Oh no! Don't tell me this is the wrong colour. I feel like this might be the wrong colour. Oh, don't tell me this is the wrong colour. It is. You know what? Right. You know what? After everything I've gone through, okay? Everything I've gone through, it's still 1 terabyte, okay? It's still 1 terabyte. It's in black. It's in jet black. It's not in blue shadow. But do you want to know something? It's just a colour. I've got a case for this phone, okay? And I don't think it's going to make much difference because... Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very quickly pause this video here. I'm going to take a quick photo of this, okay? And I might even, and then I'll unbox it. Pause the video again just to take another photo on my phone, okay? And then we'll come back and I'll give you a proper guide or a tour around the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Would it be really, really funny, actually, if I unbox this right now to find out it's not jet black, it's actually blue shadow, but they've just weirdly put jet black on the on the details? I don't know. But anyway, look, after all the trouble I've been through with this phone, okay, I'm not going to complain about the colour. Even though I wanted it in blue shadow, but you know what, it doesn't matter. So, this is basically the front, okay, it's pretty nice, and this is how it looks on the back, you know, but there we go. So, all I need to do, really, is just take off these tabs that are on the back of the box. Man, you know, the blue shadow, don't get me wrong, does look really, really neat, does look really nice. Okay, what I'm going to do, oh my God, I'm going to lift up the box right now. That phone better not be under. There we go. Yeah, it is. It's jet black. It's not blue. It's jet black. Oh no, it's jet black, but it's fine. I mean, look, at the end of the day, right, I've got a case for the phone. I've got the phone in my hands. Okay, I am not going to go back and complain and go, you gave me the wrong colour, blah, 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 okay? At the end of the day, even though it does say on the order, blue shadow, but if they've only got it in jet black, right? Oh my God! Holy... No! No! Did I actually feel that? Did I feel that right? I'm mind blown. I'm sorry. I just picked that phone up with my hands. That is the most lightest phone. I'm taking my S23 Ultra out of its case for a second, right? This is heavy compared to that. Oh my days. Like this, my S23 Ultra is a lot heavier than that is. And thinner. Oh my God. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. However, though, what I will do is let me show you my S23 Ultra. Look at the cameras on here, okay? You can't see the cameras whatsoever when you turn it to the side like this, right? I'll stick that back there for a minute. I'm going to pull this back out of its box again, right? This is currently unfolded at the moment. Where's the camera bumps? There. But however, though, you can just about see the camera bumps on here. You can only, yeah, you can make them out. They are there. But this is the most lightest phone I have ever had in my life. Oh my God. And thin. Like, crazy thin. Oh. No. Oh my God, no. Oh, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So anyway, so yeah, so it is in jet black. I will be honest with you. Yes, I'm a little bit disappointed because I got it in jet black rather than blue shadow. But to be honest, it's the same storage as the as what I ordered anyway. 1 terabyte of storage, which I'm not going to complain about too much. You know, at the end of the day, it's just a colour, you know. And to be honest with you, I'm not really going to notice it that much because it's going to be in a case anyway. So I'm not really going to complain that much about it. Also as well, by the way, in this unboxing, I just very quickly want to go through the other bits and pieces that I do have that comes with the phone. So I do believe if I open up this little passage bit in here, we do have the following. Or is it, do I need to open both ends? There is something that I will be honest, I do need to keep inside. Hang on, I think, whereabouts is it? Oh, it's there. Okay, so you have got the SIM card ejector right there. There we go, SIM card ejector right there as well. And then obviously you've then got the USB-C to USB-C cable for the phone. And then obviously you've just got a bunch of like quick start guides and all of that kind of stuff. I'm assuming there might also be some, is there warranty in here? Just have a look very quick. Warranty anywhere? Warranty? No? I don't think so. But anyway, never mind though. Obviously, USB-C cable to USB-C cable, and obviously a pin ejector in order to put your SIM card into the phone. I need to keep that really, really safe somewhere because obviously I am going to be using that SIM card ejector for when it comes to putting my new SIM card into my phone. So the only best way to do it is stick it in here and stick it back in the box where it was. But that's absolutely crazy thin. I tell you what I am going to do, okay? I am going to set the phone up today. But I'm not going to put the SIM card in or any, because I don't really know how to do it really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my phone today. Okay, I'm not going to set my watch. So my watch is currently connected to my S23 Ultra at the moment. Now, there is an option in the settings on my watch where you can transfer the watch over to a new phone. That's obviously when you do get a new phone, understandably. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, man, I need to take a photo of this anyway. I do... Oh, hello. I don't know. How do I get this back out? I may have to... Hang on. It went like this, didn't it? Yeah. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photo of this, okay? I am going to set it up and all of that stuff, okay? I may also be able to set it up using my S23 Ultra because obviously all my apps and stuff like that is on my S23 Ultra. So obviously I am going to need to set that up and stuff like that using the Z Fold 7. So what I'm going to do for the time being is I'm going to set up the Z Fold 7, just, you know, doing the basic stuff and stuff. And then what I'm going to do is later this week, I may see if my sister can come over and see if she can just, you know, help me, or if maybe I might go to my sister's tomorrow or something. We'll see what happens. And then what I'll do is I'll see if she can insert the SIM card into my phone for me, get that set up, get that activated as well. I am going to use a pack code with my current mobile phone provider, O2. So they're going to send me a pack code in order for me to transfer my mobile number over to my new phone. Once that's been done, then obviously my O2 account and stuff will be closed down. And then I'll be paid, I think my final billing payment will either be the 3rd of August or the 3rd of September. I'm not too sure. But either way, it's going to be either the 3rd of August or the 3rd of September. We'll see what happens. But either way, though, I'll get this phone set up, okay? And then I'll show you how it looks. S23 Ultra meets Z Fold 7. So what's happening right now is I basically set my phone up, okay? So what's currently going on at the moment in the background is my S23 Ultra phone is currently transferring all the apps that I use on my S23 Ultra. It's currently transferring them over to my Z Fold 7. So when you look, you've got like Letterboxd, you've got Snapchat, Twitter, or X as some people call it, Threads, Instagram, Facebook. Now that's already been installed. If I swipe up, actually, there's some other apps as well. Spotify is already on there, Messages is on there, Play Store's on there and stuff. But obviously you've got like TikTok and BritBox, but I don't use BritBox anymore. Twitch, again, I don't use Twitch anymore. There's a lot of these apps here actually at the moment that I don't really use, which I could really do with getting rid of, to be honest. Just Eat, Deliveroo, Wish, Cash and Exchange, Reddit, eBay, Argos, KFC, Costa, Starbucks, Asda, Currys. Yeah, all of these. But some of these apps, again, I don't really tend to use as such anymore. ITVX, BBC iPlayer, Apple Music, Vary, Instasize, No Crop, Netflix is downloaded, which is great, and stuff like that. So there we go. So yeah, there's a few apps on here that has already installed on my new phone. Gemini is on there already. Yeah, there's quite a few apps on here that have already been installed, which is great. And also as well, I love the fact that obviously it's kept my wallpaper from my S23 Ultra, which is just a selfie of me, to be honest. Very narcissistic of me, isn't it, really? To have a selfie of me as my background photo, but there we go. But that's a selfie of me, though. And, you know, it's been transferred over from my phone, from my S23 Ultra phone, over to my Z Fold 7, which is great. Now, I will be honest with you, I have spoken to my sister on the phone. I've let her know to say that the Galaxy Z Fold 7 has indeed turned up. But I did say to her that they didn't get the colour right, though, because I wanted blue shadow, and I was given jet black. But to be honest, I did say to her, though, to be honest, after all the hassle that I've been through with getting the phone, and after, you know, all of this stuff, all the drama and stuff from last week, I'm glad that I've got the phone. It is in 1 terabyte. It's in the right storage space. It's just a colour, you know. It is just a colour at the end of the day. And I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about it, you know. I'm just gonna roll with it. At the end of the day, I have got a blue case, which I showed you guys in last week's vlog. The blue case, it's going to be put in that anyway. I'm going to try and put the blue case on it in a minute and see how well that works using it. But I tell you what, though, what I can do is I can do this, right? Literally, I can... Oh, God. How do you... Oh, there we go. It's a little bit difficult to... Oh, hello. It's a little bit difficult to open up at first. But here we go. Oh, my God. So, the inner display... Oh, man, this feels very weird. There is a crease. Let me see if I can feel the... You can't even feel the crease. Like, the crease is there, but you can't feel it. It's... almost transparent. Oh, my days. So the crease is there. I mean, obviously you can see it if you pull it in certain lighting. It is there. But this is the inner display. As you can see, there's no wallpaper, right? But however, when I close the phone, which way does it go? It goes that way. When I close the phone, and then I unlock the phone, it then brings up my wallpaper from my S23 Ultra. So there we go. So yeah, so there is that. I am going to be honest with you, at the moment the phone does feel slightly hot a little bit on the back. So there we go. There's no S Pen support. Can I just say, look how thin. It's almost like candy bar sized, you know, like a chocolate bar kind of size phone, you know. It feels like a chocolate bar sized phone, like in terms of weight anyway. But I tell you what though, this does look absolutely incredible. Obviously it's got a 200 megapixel camera, which comes from the S25 Ultra. You know, I do feel as though, I do wish, because of the price of the phone, I do wish that you did get a little bit more in terms of the cameras, because the cameras on these, you know, despite the fact you've got the 200 megapixel camera, which I think will be great for photography and it will be great for video and stuff like that, but I feel as though the other cameras could have benefited, shall we say, from being updated as well. Obviously, we've got now 2 selfie cameras. We've got one on the cover display, and then we've got one on the inner display as well. Okay, so that's great. I love that. I love the fact that we've got that as well. And that's gone from 4 megapixels from the Z Fold 6 to 10 megapixels on the Z Fold 7, which, so again, we're getting better selfies now, you know. However though, a lot of people have pointed this out on the inner display. It's not an under display camera anymore. It is indeed a punch hole camera, like it is on the cover display. But again, it takes good selfies. It's the same megapixel camera as you get on the cover display anyway, which is great. But yes, I have heard about the battery life. The battery life on this isn't supposed to be, like, it's not meant to be amazing, shall we say. The battery capacity of this is 4,400 millipowers. So basically, it is a smaller battery. There is other foldable phones out there that have got a larger battery out there, which means it's a lot faster for charging and stuff like that, which is great. But for this phone, however, it is a little bit slower in the charging process. But I think, to be honest, I think that's the sacrifice that they needed to make in order to make this the thinnest phone possible, is to obviously keep the battery, the battery size the same as it has been before, unfortunately. There's no S Pen support, if I've not mentioned that already. So if you think that, you know, you'll be able to fold this out into the tablet and do some drawing and all of that stuff, no, you won't be able to do that. To be honest, from what I've heard with the Z Fold 6 and previous generations before the Z Fold 6, you did get support for the S Pen, but you had to buy the S Pen separately from the phone. It didn't come just like it does with the S23, S24, S25, where you've got the S Pen inserted inside the phone and you can just take it out and, you know, do some drawing, do some note taking, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that is another downgrade, I guess, if you are looking at getting the Z Fold 7. But you know what? I am going to do a 1-week review of this phone, okay? Give me a week. I am going to take some pictures. And I am going to do other bits and pieces with this phone, okay? And then from there, we'll go from there, okay? But so far, though, I'm just absolutely in awe and absolutely shocked about the fact that this phone is very thin, it's very light, and I just can't get over it. I really cannot get over it. So this phone is going to continue transferring its data from my S23 Ultra over to my new phone. I don't know what's happening with my watch. I don't know whether my data from my watch is being transferred over to my new phone, or it's still staying on my S23 Ultra. I've got no idea. So I think I will look at that a little bit later on once the transfer has been complete on both phones, okay? But for the time being, though, I've got to keep this phone next to my S23 Ultra in order for the S23 Ultra to carry on transferring the data over to my new phone. So that's what I'm going to do for the time being. But yeah, anyway, that is the Z Fold 7. I can't believe I've got it in my hands at long last. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it.
Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening. I don't know, it's 4:30, just gone 4:30 on this Wednesday afternoon / evening. Halfway through the week, halfway through the vlog, heading off to my sister's with my new phone because she is going to help me set up my SIM card for my phone. And yeah, I'm just going to spend some time with my sister. So I thought I'd just vlog me going up to catch the bus on my way to my sister's flat. I am also going to listen to some music on my S23 Ultra as well, which I'm still currently using at this present moment. But yeah, I'm going to listen to some music while I'm on the bus through Apple Music, through my Bluetooth headphones on this Wednesday afternoon / evening. 7:10 on this Wednesday evening, by the way. Not long got back from my sister's flat. She managed to set my phone up fully, so I've got the protective screen cover on my phone now. I have got the whole case on my phone as well, and I have also transferred my number from my current mobile phone provider O2 over to my new mobile phone provider, that is Voxy. So that's obviously going to take a couple of days for it to transfer, so maybe a couple of hours during Friday where I may not have a phone for a couple of hours just while they do the transfer process, which is understandable. So it just means I can't make calls or texts to anyone, you know, it just means that basically. So yeah, so there we go. So that's all sorted out. So a massive thank you to my sister and my sister's partner as well for giving me a hand with that. I really do appreciate it a lot, as always. And that's not the only thing. So I come back from my sister's flat, and guess what, everyone? If I turn the camera around, point it down, look who it is. It's JJ. Hello, JJ. And Simba. What are you doing? What are you doing, Simba? Hello, Sims. Hello, boy. That's right, I've got Simba and JJ between now and Monday. I was meant to have them tomorrow, but my sister said we might as well drop them off now because we're only coming over tomorrow to drop them off anyway. So yeah, so I basically got Simba and JJ between now all the way up till Monday. So basically half a week of Simba and JJ. So I will be taking them out for their walk very shortly. So yeah, so there we go. Now I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just going to pop this down here for a minute, okay? Because in this bag here, actually, I went to the shop earlier when I was at my sister's flat, and I picked up well, I don't know, actually, is this the bottle of Pepsi Max that was in my sister's fridge? So on Saturday, when I went to the circus last weekend, I picked up a bottle of Pepsi Max. I feel as though this is the one that I half drunk during the circus, and then I picked up a Coca-Cola cherry as well, which says My Fam on it, so I picked that up, and I also picked up another Pepsi Max cherry, which I started drinking earlier. Yeah, this is the one I started drinking earlier, and this one's a bit warmer compared to this one, and this one I seem to have drunk more out of this one than I did in this one. So yeah, so I've got some Pepsi Max cherries, and a Coca-Cola cherry, two that I picked up on Saturday before the circus, these two right here, and I did pick up two of these earlier, but I gave one to my sister, might as well, because otherwise I would have had 4 bottles of Pepsi Max or Coca-Cola or whatever, and
I don't need it. So there we go. So yeah. So now, look everyone. This is my phone. This is the fold. And it folds outwards. Like that. Brilliant. There we go. And it's basically all set up nicely. There we are. It's all set up nicely. So there we go. I'm really happy with this. And I love the fact now that even around the cover bit, it's all nice and blue. Again, even though it's in jet black, not blue shadow, the only time I'm going to be able to tell the difference that this is a black phone and not a blue phone is when I look at the volume rocker and the power button and when I look at the cameras on the back. But apart from that though, it's absolutely fine. So anyway, I've managed to get my mobile phone transferred over from O2 over to Voxy, which is my new mobile phone provider that I'm with now. So I managed to get that sorted. I did have a couple of issues though because I forgot my login details for Voxy. It's been a couple of weeks since I did the sign up for Voxy. So I managed to log back in. So I've just got to remember it's my email address and the password that I set earlier. That is my new password going forward. So yeah, so I have done that. And obviously now we've got the pack code as well, so that's being transferred. So basically, Friday this week, there's going to be a few hours on Friday where I won't be able to make any calls out to anyone or send or receive text messages from anyone because my phone will be out of service while the transfer from O2 to Vodafone goes over, because Voxy is part of the UK mobile phone provider Vodafone here in the UK. So when I do go onto my phone, actually, it does say in the top corner of the screen Vodafone UK. So it is part of Vodafone. So there we go. But yeah, apart from that though, you know, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. My sister had a little play around with my phone. My sister's partner had a little play around with my phone as well, and I think it's safe to say that they really enjoyed the look of it, the feel of it, and they even tried out a couple of photos as well through the camera app as well. So there we go. And they also showed me how to do the viewfinder. So if I open up the phone like this and I come out of that, scroll onto my camera, and then there's a little option right here where basically you'll just about, oh, there's my thumb, you'll just about see, look, there we go, there we are, right there. That's basically the viewfinder. So now I can basically do vlogs and stuff like this, I believe, or is it the other way? Might be the other way, like that. Hello, like this, basically. Hello. So yeah, so there we go. Ooh. So yeah, so there we go. So I think this is fun. I really do. This is the right way, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So yeah, I really do like this phone a lot, and I can't wait to continue using this. Also, as well, I did have a photo of me just in the background on this part of my phone right here. But I turned it off because I wanted to save a little bit of battery, and I felt as though having my wallpaper in the background, just purely of me, just in the background of my lock screen, might have taken up a little bit of power in my phone, and I wanted to reduce power a little bit, so that's why I took it off. But apart from that though, I'm absolutely loving this phone. I really am. Really, really am loving this phone. Just got to go very careful with it and don't drop it. That's it. That's literally it. Otherwise, it might be game over. But anyway, so yeah. So that's what I've been up to. I'm not going to lie. I was half expecting my sister to make me some dinner tonight. A little bit cheeky, I know. But she didn't. So she dropped me back straight after setting up the phone. So yeah, so it does mean, because everything I've got in the freezer is frozen, and it's technically fresh, so like I've got some chicken in the freezer, but that's fresh chicken, but it's frozen, so that won't defrost. I've got a steak in the freezer, but that won't defrost in time, and I've also got some salmon in the freezer, which again won't defrost in time. So I may have to pop out very quickly and go and get myself something from Asda. I've been to Tesco already today, and now I'm having to go up to Asda to go and buy something that's quick and easy to do. Because I went up to Tesco in Castle Lane because I forgot to pick up kitchen roll because I needed some more kitchen roll. I also wanted to pick up some cereal because my work didn't have my usual cereal that I obviously go for normally, and I've run out of cereal. So I went out to Tesco in Castle Lane, and they didn't have it either. So they did have milk chocolate-y squares, which is like the yellow coated pillows. You know, Crave normally do them anyway. If you've had Crave cereal before, you'll know what I'm on about. So I had to pick them up instead. So even though it costed a few extra pennies, but there we go. It's still cereal at the end of the day, you know. And I still enjoy it anyway. So there we go. So I had to pick that up from Tesco earlier today, and I picked up some energy drinks as well. I picked up a can of 4 multi-packs. So I picked up 1 multi-pack of Pipeline Punch, which contains 4 cans of Pipeline Punch Monster Juice, and I picked up a multi-pack of 4 Monster Juiced Mango Loco flavour Monster as well. And when I got back home, I stuck them in the fridge because at the moment they're on offer for £5. Even though it slightly works out a little bit cheaper in Asda because it's any 3 for the price of... it's any 3 for the price of 2 at the moment. But I get 6 with that. This one, however, I get 2. So technically, I get 2 more. So I technically get 8. And it's probably going to be... I'd say it's around about an extra 80 pence for an extra 2. Might as well pick it up. So 40p, I'd say. An extra 40p for 2 cans, in theory. Which ain't too bad. Works out pretty well. Anyway, I've been talking for too long in this part of the vlog. I do apologise. That wasn't my intention. But I just thought I'd keep you up to speed as to what I've been up to today. I also had to go to Pet's Corner after work as well today because I run out of... of the rabbit litter that I usually put in their hutch when I'm cleaning them out and stuff. So I picked up more of that today as well. So and then after that, I walked back from Pet's Corner in Castle Lane all the way back home. So my step count so far today is 25,802 steps. I've done 255 minutes of workout, which is walking, and I burned 1,475 calories today. So there we go. You know, ever since I've had this watch, I've really been keeping track of my health, which isn't a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, in my honest opinion. But now it means I've got to go back out and do more walking, because now I've got to go back out to Asda to go and get something for dinner, because I've not had dinner yet. So anyway, I'm going to go and do that, okay? And then I'll speak to you guys and show you what I've got for dinner tonight in the next scene of the weekly vlog. This is what I'm having for my dinner tonight, by the way. Just something quick and easy and marginally healthy as well. Mild and savoury cheese pasta salad. And I've also got a sweet and juicy summer fruit bowl as well. So that's what I'm going to have for my dinner this evening on this Wednesday. So I am at Pizza Hut. No, I'm at Burger King. Not Pizza Hut. We were going to go Pizza Hut, but we didn't. Because it was booked. Yeah, it was booked out. Yes. It was booked out. So we went to Burger King. Look, there's the logo there, right there on the cup. Burger King. So I went for 20 cheese bites, some chips, and also a Whopper burger. And a Coke as well. There we go, large Coke. Kieran's here as well.
Hello, I was just checking my hair.
Just checking his hair, because he's had a haircut.
Yeah, I've had a haircut from a different person.
From a different barber's.
Because my hairdresser's out of commission. But like, even though she cuts my hair like extremely well, like
yeah.
I actually sort of prefer the way that this barber's done it.
Yeah.
It's a bit sharper. But yeah, no. And he only lives up the road. He
literally
up the road. So
yeah.
Literally up the road. Same road. So, but no, he gave great service, and he knows some of my family members, including my mum. So
yeah, which is good. You know, we've also just discovered outside it was raining. Yeah, like really heavily. Yeah, now it's stopped now.
Look, show them, Steve. Show them the.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Turn the camera around.
It's just absolutely terrible. Look, it's just terrible out there. Oh, it started again. That started again.
the account just did that as you turned on
Yeah.
the camera.
It's like as if you just said,
them
you just said, turn that camera, Steve. Bosh. Now it starts raining
I
again.
directed that.
He's got someone out there with like a hose just hosing down.
We got those like machines.
Yeah, the special machines that they use in movies to make it rain.
Top quality.
Top quality.
It's amazing the amount of money I have.
But yeah, anyway, what have you got for your lunch?
I have got the bacon double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Medium Coke. I was meant to get the large.
He was meant to get large.
I think I just put regular. I didn't mean to.
He did say to me before the camera started rolling, he was like, I'm going to get a large one next after I finish this.
And like some cheese. Well, it's just like fries, obviously. But
Is it
like
cheesy loaded fries?
Yeah.
There we go, cheesy loaded fries as well.
Love a bit of cheese.
There we go. But yeah, so there we are. We also played bowling.
Yeah, you won both.
I won both games. Although it's weird because you scored more on your second game and then I scored kind of less on my second game, but I still won on both games.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's one way to look at it, but you still won.
yeah, I still won. I was going to vlog it, but then I was like, well, there's a lot of kids around, so I better not.
Yeah,
you know,
probably best not.
Yeah, exactly. So, but there we go. I also saw one of my old work colleagues as well, who's working for the New View Cinema.
Was he just a temp worker?
He was, yeah. He worked Christmas 2023 and Christmas 2024. I think he was going to stay on, but then I don't know what happened, but he left.
Oh.
So
keep in touch. You don't know.
No, I don't. Still to this day, I don't know. He was meant to be on another department. I swear he accepted it, but then he just—I don't know. He just disappeared. I never saw him again. So I don't know what happened. But there we go. Anyway, so yeah, I've got this for my lunch here at Burger King in Tower Park in Poole on this Thursday afternoon. It is Thursday evening, by the way, and I first of all just want to say a massive thank you to my friend Kieran for meeting up with me today at Tower Park in Poole, where we played 2 games of bowling at Hollywood Bowl, and of course we went to Burger King instead of Pizza Hut, unfortunately, but we went to Burger King instead and had a catch up as well in Burger King. So a massive thank you to Kieran, and I will be meeting up with Kieran again in a couple of weeks time. Obviously I'm back home now. I'm currently on the backfield at the moment, something that I've not said in quite a while in these episodes of the weekly vlog, but if I turn my camera around, point the camera down, there we go. I'm currently walking Simba at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Simba up to the second exit of the backfield on this Thursday evening. Now taking JJ for a walk across the backfield on this Thursday evening. Go on JJ, go on. Good morning everybody, it is Friday morning and it's just gone 9:10 on this Friday morning, heading off to Fruit Mill to go and see 3 of my support workers and some of their clients, as this morning we are doing a walk for about 2 or 3 hours around Fruit Mill on this Friday morning. It is Friday night, watching some episodes of Family Guy on Disney Plus on my iPad. I've also made myself a flask of tea as well, and this is what I've got for dinner tonight. I've got 2 salmon fillets with some hash browns and some spaghetti. Good afternoon everybody, Saturday afternoon, lovely day out here by the way on this Saturday afternoon. Obviously I've been to work this morning and I've come home from work, got out of my work uniform, and now I'm out and about once again with Simba. If I show you, here he is. Here he is. Hello Simba, come on, let's keep walking. So I don't know why he keeps looking behind, but obviously there's no one behind me anyway. But me and Simba are currently walking down the footpath where we used to walk a long time ago. Me and Simba were walking down the footpath on this Saturday afternoon, as I'm taking him for a walk up to the bridge and then back down through Castle Lane and then back to my house again. So I went back home and I took Simba back home, and now I'm back out again. Once again, sun's out, lovely. I'm wearing a hoodie, don't ask why. Anyway, now I am currently, if I turn the camera around, pointing it down, currently taking JJ for his walk. So what I'm going to do with JJ when it comes back to me is I'm going to take him round the backfield, but I'm going to take him up to the second exit. So the first exit is just coming up right now, which I'm not going to go through. Instead, I'm going to go through the second exit of the backfield and then walk him back home from there. Just made myself some dinner for dinner tonight. I've got a quick cook sirloin steak, which I've cut into slices, and I've also got 4 hash browns. Sunday afternoon, and I've got my washing out on the washing line in the back garden. I brought some blue cheese because I fancied a block of blue cheese the other day. So I've got some Saint-Agur, blue rich and creamy blue cheese, blue Stilton. So I'm going to have that. And also as well, by the way, today in work I picked up some triple chocolate muffins. So I'm going to have them as well. Whilst I watch some episodes of Family Guy over on Disney Plus on my iPad. Sunday night, and it's just gone 9:30 on this Sunday evening. And I have had a phone call with my granddad, even though I wasn't going to give him a call tonight because I thought he was away in Devon, but he came back this morning, I think it was this morning or yesterday morning. He came back anyway over the weekend, but he called me at 7:30 and had a chat with me for a little bit. So I spoke to him for about an hour. Blimey. But we had a lot to catch up on though. We had a lot to catch up on because I didn't speak to him last weekend. So I spoke to him, saw how he was doing and stuff. So he's all good. I am currently in the process of arranging to meet up with him over the next couple of weeks. So I'll let you guys know more about that next week or something. I'll let you guys know. And also as well, I've just got off video call with KIERAN as well over on Discord. He was playing a little bit of a chess game that he's got on Steam on his computer. So he was streaming that and showing that off to me whilst I was on video call with him upstairs in my bedroom on my iMac. So I've spoken to him as well. He's all good. He's not too bad. He is going away this week actually between Tuesday to Sunday or Monday. So I'm not going to be able to have any video calls with him over the next week. So Thursday and Sunday this week I'm not going to be able to have a video call with him as he's away, but he has said that when he's back home next Monday I'll be able to have a video call with him then, so we'll have a good catch up as to what he's been up to. He's going off to Scotland because he's got a sister that lives in Scotland, so he's looking forward to it. So safe to say he's looking forward to it. But yeah, so anyway, so there we go. Anyway, right now I am just about to, even though it's about 9:45 on this Sunday evening, but I've had some chicken that was in the freezer and it's been defrosting now for the last 9 hours in normal room temperature. I've not left it in the fridge or anything like that. I've just left it on the side to defrost. So that's fully defrosted now. So I'm going to cook myself some dinner and I'll show you what I've got for dinner before I wrap up this weekly vlog in the next scene of the vlog. Gonna watch some episodes of Family Guy on Disney Plus on my iPad. This is what I've got for my dinner this evening. I have got sweet and sour chicken with some microwavable egg fried rice. And I'm going to end this week's episode of the weekly vlog here. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, feel free to leave a like. Feel free to leave a comment. And as always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button for more content. I've got a few videos coming out this week. My Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 1 week later review is coming up towards the end of this week. And also my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 1 week later review is also coming up towards the end of the week, so that's those 2 videos to watch out for. And of course my usual movie wrap up video as well will be out on Sunday this weekend as well, so again feel free to check that out when you can. But until next week though, when my weekly vlog will be back next Monday, until then though, from me it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.